Hi, this is Dan from Morrison Meadows. It's been a while. I think a little over 3 months since I last did a video. Did a few shorts here and there, videos or whatever they're called. So, what's been happening? Well, the Ram's out there somewhere. I think he's right there. Yep. So, we're gonna have March babies this year. So he's out there with all the older ewes. Yeah. So, yeah, put him in today. We're gonna have some mid-March babies. And the reason we're going with that is because 4-H, we realized our mid to late April babies weren't hacking it in the show ring. The registered ones did all right, and one of our commercial ewes did okay. But I think if we truly want to compete more, we got to have a little bit earlier, a little bit bigger. I'm hoping. Oh, way too close. Here we go. Let's zoom out a little bit more. These two registered ewes have some beautiful fall lambs, hence why they're separated from the ram. Don't worry, they're not. They can get back into the barn over here. And I got my sickly little lamb over there, just trying to get some weight on her so she's not fighting with a bunch of ewes. Hey, I don't know if you guys ever met Teddy, but there's Teddy. So yeah, got those two. They're due any day now. Put the ram in so they could start lambing around October 9th. And yeah, so they're good to go. One big project I did that you guys missed, these lambing jugs. They get a little wonky in size. I don't have the fronts completely done, but I don't know if you look back, all my lambing jugs used to be from right along here out here. And last year there was a couple times I was like, well, crap, I got to build a jug over there and a jug over here, just because of what was going on. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these things that are permanent. And yeah, so I got 2 ready to go with straw, kind of leaving them open so they just naturally go in there and have their lambs is the idea. We'll see if they cooperate, because why would an animal? So that was one of the big projects I did since I last did a video. Let's see here. Fair went well. I didn't know I mentioned that. Goat got 3rd overall. There wasn't a lot of dairy goats, but yeah, I don't know, thinking about maybe getting one more dairy goat just because to have a little bit more milk and a little bit more options when showing. Oh, sorry, my hose got caught, but we'll see. Yeah. So what else has went on since I last talked to you? Well, got geese. I don't think I showed you that in my last video, and if I did, I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself. So I'll show you that enclosure. That was an interesting deal. I know I'm supposed to get my mother-in-law's chickens, but it's just not going to happen before winter. Just because yeah, let me get the hose in here. I just I just ran out of time and money to get the run built. We're going to use a bin for the coop. So hopefully next spring I get all that done, and then we can get them over here next summer. So there's the geese, Toulouse geese. They haven't laid an egg yet, but they don't lay as much as the ducks, and We've had them 2 months or so. Need to clean their pool, just ignore that. I just haven't got to it. But yeah, so there's bird netting over the top. So I figured there wouldn't be too much air stuff trying to get it. Teddy, get out of the net. Then I used pallets around, built a little 3-sided shed. I got to add the front on there when the snow starts flying. But yeah, they're not super tame. Just kind of wanting them as pets more. But they'll get there. But yeah, kind of hoping they have some eggs and we can hatch a few eggs out and sell a few goose eggs. But otherwise, they'll just be pets. I'm not overly worried about it. They get angry when you go in there, though. So anybody has tips on how to tame them and get them friendly, let me know. They're giving me a weird look. I like how they scream in the morning, though. When stuff's getting crazy around here, all of a sudden you hear them screaming at people. I just chuckle. Yeah. So, yeah. What else is going on? Oh, the pigs are still being pigs. Let's see. Here are the 3 pigs. There's a third one. Been running them here. I got the goat in with his girlfriend. And the ram that showed at fair. Yeah. One ram I got as a replacement to breed all the ewe lambs. Got the worms and I didn't catch it fast enough, or it was too heavy of a load, or I don't know what. And it got him. I lost him and 1 ewe lamb this year to worms. And I've been fighting it with a few of them. I'm pretty sure what's going on with that one. I've gave her every wormer under the sun. She's still fighting, but she's lost all the weight and she's skinny. So and the worst part was they were off pasture when they got them. Like that's the thing. Yeah, that's what's super frustrating, but keep trying. I don't know. Impulse, right there's one of them. Other ones must be hanging out in the bin. But no, she was an impulse buy. I'll go find the other one. I was down at the Nelson Exotic sale in Norfolk. Only reason I went, I wasn't even going to go this last September, but my mother-in-law wanted some canaries. So, yeah. Canaries, so I went down there and got her, and then my brother-in-law wanted to get, there she is, the one with the shedding on going on. Bye. But I was down there getting canaries for my mother-in-law and hedgehog for my brother-in-law and for my nephew. It was the sheep sale day, and I was like, I'm down here, I'm gonna watch, see what. And they had some Dorpers, hence 2 of the. They had a bred ewe, and then they had a ram also, and 4 other ewe lambs. And the black one with the shedding I thought was the best overall. The white one, not the best, but they paired them in groups of 2. And, well, they went for a good price. No, they went $150 a head, which isn't the best price in the world, but I thought of it this way, like, well, I sold my ram lambs that were that size or smaller for $160, $180 a head. So if I didn't like them when I got them home and it was just the impulse, I could take them to the sale barn and make my money back and pay for my gas probably. So that was my thinking on it, but I like them. My biggest complaint about them is they're not very tame. But I don't know. I don't necessarily need tame. If they're good moms, awesome, great. If they're craptastic moms, I'm going to be kicking myself all day long dealing with goofy sheep. But whatever. So yeah. Oh, I did sell Toto. Even after I lost that ram. I don't know. I felt like selling him was the right answer on making me money. Because I want to get a full blood ram, and he wasn't a full blood ram. That's the problem. So I've been kind of casually looking. But of course, no one in South Dakota has full blood rams. So it's kind of what it is. What it is. We'll, got to make it work. Got to figure it out. I talked to one of the breeder in South Dakota that I know. Bought some of the ewes when I first got started, some of the commercial ewes. And he might have one when it comes time or me wanting to breed them, because I'm not breeding my ewe lambs until they're a year old. Like, the ram doesn't go in with them until they're a year. Something different than what I did the last 2 years. I bred them to where they'll lamb when they're a year old, and just where I had so much trouble with my ewe lambs last year. Only lambed out 3, and literally all 3 had something. One had a uterine prolapse. I had to call the vet on the other 2. So I'm just like, well, we're going to get them a little bit bigger, a little bit more ready. At least that's my thoughts. I don't know if it's right or wrong. Some people swear don't breed them until they're 18 months old. I don't feel like I can make any sort of money if I would do that. So, yeah. By April 9th, I want to have a new full-blood ram here with a little bit different genetics. There is a guy in Nebraska that I might reach out to. Here, if I'm not having any luck finding one, and see what he has. The problem is his main genetics is where my ram already came from. So, yeah, I don't know. Don't know what the answer is. Don't have a crystal ball. Kind of kicking myself. There was an online sale yesterday for a guy that's pretty well known, or well, maybe not pretty well known, but known in the Dorper world. And I watched his ram sell at the national sale last year, and I don't think one went under $3,000. Had an opportunity to pick up some online yesterday, but money's tight. Christmas is coming. Getting them from Texas to South Dakota is always an adventure, because roughly 14, 15, I think it's 16-hour drive according to Google. That's, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what the right answer was. Probably could have got one, because one looked really nice, except for had the white on the head, which kind of deterred me away. I was bidding on it, but just stopped, and yeah, I probably could have got it for like $500, which would have been a heck of a deal if it threw good lambs. But I don't know. I'm sure something will come up. There's Twin Ridges out of Missouri is about 6 hours away from me, and I think they pretty much always have rams for sale, so could reach out to her next March. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I kind of was hoping to get one this fall. Just become the pure fact of basketball starts for me. Doesn't get over till the beginning of March. I got 2 weeks-ish before I start lambing. So if I'm going to travel anywhere, I want to get traveled to wherever I got to travel before I start lambing. Yeah, and go from there. So that's just my thought process. Maybe it's not the right thought process. Maybe I should try something else, but I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know much else. Oh, I guess we could talk about cows. We did sell the heifer calf. My wife was too damn generous on it, but that's her deal. She sold it for probably, I'd say at least $300 less than what she could have got for it. And honestly, maybe even $500, $600 less than what she could have got for it. But yeah, so she decided she's that little lady. Sorry, out there, and yeah, breed her next year, because that's the one from the Black Baldy we bought, bred, or no, we bought her with the calf at side at Jackson. So she's gonna breed her and go from there. We're starting halter training on the bull calves, so here in the next November sale and Nelson's, we're taking them down, and I get to lead them into the ring. And yeah, if you want to say hi, come up and find me there, because I'll be there both days. Maybe by some miracle there will be a full-blood Dorper ram there that's just a stud with good genetics, right? Fingers crossed, get lucky for once in my life. But yeah, unload a lot of hay this year. Dang tractor keeps breaking on me. Hydraulic hoses keep messing up on me. I can't tilt the bucket forward and back right now. Got to get that hose replaced. Just time is everything, because I'm coaching girls basketball this year on top of boys middle school basketball. So that starts next week. So yeehaw, let's go. Yeah, what else has happened? Oh, our garden produced solid 100 and some pumpkins. Painted pumpkins with the mother-in-law this morning. But yeah, I probably should go out there and pick, because I'm guessing I got 5 to 10 more out there that I need picked. We haven't had the hard freeze yet. The temperature stayed crazy warm this year. Like, you could have went swimming outside in South Dakota in October and been fine. Like, here's a lot of them. There's some more of them. There's a bunch up there by our sign. There's still some out there. Started getting some actual real size tomatoes. If you look right over there, there's some over there. So yeah, we got quite a few. Heck, maybe I'll make the boys come pick tomatoes tomorrow. Looks like I'm still getting a few. But yeah, no, my big beefsteak tomatoes, about yay big when they're, supposed to be like the size of my hand, but they're they're like cherry tomatoes pretty much. Yeah. So yeah, the garden didn't do great, but we got pumpkins. Thinking about starting a pumpkin patch. No, I'm just kidding. And honestly, if I would have done better at picking pumpkins, I lost probably 5 to 10 to freaking mice or rats. You could just tell. Yeah, walking in the patch now. I mean, there's 1, 2 there, one up there, another one up there, another one right there. Couple little guys right there. I know I drove by earlier and saw one in the ditch. Yeah, no, our pumpkins grew into the ditch, that's for sure. There's a big one over there. I know there's one out in the cow pasture. It's not quite ready. Oh, there it is. Oh, is that a good one? Or is that one? Heck, next year I might have pumpkins growing out the ditch without having to plant anything. Yeah, that's a nice little guy. But the mice didn't get to it. Oh yeah, that'll be good to pick here one of these days. Another one right there. We got some of the big ones. Yeah, look at these. We got pumpkins. Not much else. I might pick them green. Who knows? We'll see what's going on. See when it's supposed to freeze, or might wait off for a little bit for some of these. See if they get a little bit more orange. But yeah. Oh, I got a watermelon. Heck, it's a little guy. I thought that got taken over by the... Hey, any watermelon farmers out there? Tell me if that's right. That's crazy. Okay. I think I've rambled long enough. Obviously, it's not too important if I forgot to tell you about it, right? Whatever. But yeah, I'll probably get back to doing videos more regularly. Don't have a real rhyme or reason why it just stopped. I just didn't post one, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing one, and kind of kept rolling like that for a while. But I'm back. I guess you get to see my ugly mug for a while. But anyway, you can follow us and do all that stuff, whatever. But anyway, till next time, have a good one.